Hey there, YouTube. California Prepper. Well, it is now early Wednesday morning. Having a hard time sleeping tonight. So, I decided, hey, why not bust out the knife box, clean up a couple of the knives, and after that, I was looking at some comments on the videos, and hey, why not make a video? Finally got some peace and quiet in the house. I can finally make a video without somebody else messing it up or screaming, running, knocking over the camera, something or another. There's always something going on in this house. With a 5.5-year-old and a 4-year-old, man, this place is hectic. So, I was reading through the comments, and Peyton Jeff, or Jeff Peyton, I take it, or Peyton Jeff, if that happens to be your name as well, he commented on my knife collection video to asked if I would do a just a Kershaw collection video. Now, I don't know if I'll get through the entire collection video, but I wanted to kind of talk about a few knives that I haven't really talked about in a while. And big shout out to Peyton Jeff, or Jeff Peyton, whichever it may be. I guess he really likes the channel, and he's a big supporter, so thanks so much, brother. I really appreciate you subbing and watching. Thanks for commenting, and anytime you want to see a video, please feel free to let me know, and I'll try and get to it for you. So for now, I figured, tonight I've been playing around with a few of these Kershaws, so I figured why not do a video about them. Now, one of them I was playing around with, or I've been using quite a bit today, so there's a little bit of fungus on it, is the Kershaw Needs Work. This is a great knife for any utility task. That straight edge is awesome. I mean, to tell you the truth, my scissors aren't nearly as sharp as my blades are, so when I need something cut, real fine, I either go for this knife or I go for my Spyderco Kiwi 3. They're just two great knives for, I mean, you can literally cut letters out of magazines with the Kiwi 3. It's amazing. But another knife that I've been playing around a lot with, and this is, it really just, holding this knife really just makes me remember why I fell in love with the Kershaw. I absolutely love their products. Their knives are just, even their budget line is just, they're great knives. I love the Clash. This is probably one of my favorite knives in their budget line. I'm talking, you can get this knife for probably 23 to 25 bucks delivered right to your door. If you can score it without shipping and handling, you can probably get it for 21, 22 maybe. This is a great knife. I love this knife. I don't carry it much because, again, it's a recurve blade, and I myself don't have much sharpening experience with it, so I'd rather not dull the blade if I don't have to. But I absolutely love this design. The ergonomics, just geometry, everything about this knife is awesome. I absolutely love it. That deep set choil. I always wish the handle was a little bit longer, but if you want a little bit more handle, you gotta pay a little bit extra, and that's when you step it up to the blur. Like I said, the Clash to me is a budget model of the blur. As you can see, the blur has had some cutting time too, but these are both great knives. Kershaw is just a great company all around. Almost all their knives are amazing. Probably the only knife that I don't really care for, that's gonna bug me till I get it off, really in my collection is the Brawler, and I'm actually trying to find a sweet spot for it. I'm playing with a little more, trying to make myself like it, just like beer's an acquired taste, so are some knives. Just like, when I first seen the Sniper Blade Works, the S2, this thing was absolutely hideous in my opinion. I thought this was one of the ugliest knives in the world. Still, don't really care for the handle, but I really started to fall in love with that different shaped blade, and just looked real beefy and monstrous. And yeah, I really do like this knife. I've got it a lot smoother than it was so it actually flicks out now. Just had to grease it up, play with it a little bit. See, so I found a sweet spot for this knife, so hopefully I can do it for the Brawler, because I really do want to like this knife. I mean, for the price, it's a great little backup. I wouldn't, stake my life on this knife, but it is a nice little backup. Let's see, what's another good budget Kershaw? Another great budget Kershaw you can probably get under 15 bucks is, man, this really needs some oil. And this one has some fungus on it too. Another one of my working knives, the Kershaw 3/4 ton. Great knife. You can get this about 13 to 15 bucks. Love this knife. Great little workhorse. Liner lock. Man, look at that lockup. This has seen some wear, and that thing is just beautiful lockup. Dual thumb studs for the price, guys. I absolutely cannot tell you that this is not a great knife. The 3/4 ton is an amazing, amazing knife. The 1 ton is a great knife as well. It's a little on the thin side. Some people that's a good thing. To me, I sort of like to feel this. I know I'm going to get some dirty comments. I like to feel the girth in my hand. I like, a chunky knife. So this is a little on the flattish side to me. Even when you compare it to, where is it? It's not in my pocket tonight. To side by side with the Knockout, they are like exactly the same. But the good thing about the Knockout is the handles are both made out of aluminum, so it gives it some symmetry. So when you squeeze on it, you still have a handle there. On this knife, you have G10 and then you have stainless. So it doesn't quite feel the same. I'm not saying it feels cheap or unsafe or anything. It just doesn't necessarily feel. It doesn't go with the size of the blade. Let's put it that way. I would really love if they came out, with a thicker blade. And again, you guys are going to hear this over and over and over and over again if you watch my videos. The tension, in my opinion, is the knife between the 1 ton and the 3/4 ton. Where does it go? Now, I do not have the 1/2 ton here because it was just a little too small for me. I'd like to get it maybe in the future, but I don't have it now. I've also been told that Cabela's has their own, because Cabela's seems to get these Kershaw specials and sprint runs and whatnot. But I've heard that they have a 1 ton model with some design here on the G10. I'm not sure what it is. I think it's just like a little square or something. I've looked up a couple images and got a couple things for it, but I'm not sure how much is different, if it's just a design on the G10 or whatnot. But you might want to check that out for, I think, 22, 24 bucks or something like that. Not a bad deal. Great knives. Anything Kershaw, when you see that Kershaw name, you know it's going to be a quality product. Kershaw has always stood behind their products 100%. I mean, they probably have the best customer service out there, by far, if you ask anybody. Sorry guys, gotta hit a drink of water. Yeah, customer service, Kershaw, #1. Actually, I have seen that Spyderco sends out Loctite, so Kershaw, you might have to wise up and start sending out Loctite to us, but customer service is great. Extra screws, torsion bars, pocket clips, whatever you need, they'll ship it out to you, no questions asked. Really cool guys out there. Any other budget knives, really? I mean, you have the Skyline, but that's really getting out of the budget line. They're pushing 40, 45 bucks still. I think these black ones are about 38 to 40, but still, that's still getting a little bit out of the budget line. We're running about 10 minutes, so we're about to run out of time on this video. So that will be that for this one. I'll do a more in-depth Kershaw review for you, brother, but I just wanted to ramble about some of these knives that I really love, but don't get talked about too much. So that's going to do it. Thanks again, Peyton Jeff, or Jeff Peyton, California Prepper. I am out of here.